Hello and welcome back to episode 2 of Return to Monkey Island. In this episode, maybe we'll figure out how to break Otis out of jail, and we'll see what else we can figure out here on Melee Island, where we spent most of our time in the first game, or at least half of our time, I would think.
Word of advice, kid, stick to the narrow straights.
Welcome to my shop.
Hi. Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
Oh.
Are these for customers?
Not technically, but please, help yourself. That charming old guy who mans the lookout keeps bringing them for the parrot.
Thanks. I'll just take a few.
I'll take all of them.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
What's that lock?
That's for hats. And please don't touch the glass.
What's this key?
That's for a lockable quiver.
Interesting.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
She's making that up.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course. How much for the fishing lure?
It's not for sale. This is a locksmith shop. Perhaps you saw the sign outside?
How much for the fishing lure?
It's not for sale.
Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Lock Smith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes they did, yes it was, and they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Yeah.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
Right.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the Undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
She moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key, one that opens all locks at once.
All at once? Well, how does that work?
No idea. It's just a story. But I guess you'll find out soon enough.
How would you like to join a pirate crew?
Would I have to leave my shop?
Well, yes, that's the general idea. The crew actually get on the ship and, crew it.
Thanks. I'll pass. Try down at the docks. There's always somebody hiring somebody down there.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
Understandable.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
Can I try out your key grinder?
No. I wouldn't want you to lose any fingers.
Come on. Can I please try your key grinder?
Seriously, I don't much care if you grind off a finger. But I don't want to have to clean up afterwards.
Come on. Can I please try your...
Seriously, I don't much care.
All right. I think we're done here for now. The question is, can we read the serial number on Otis's lock? That may be a wait and see. Okay, I know it's a wait and see, but I'm not going to spoil how we will do it yet.
Carla.
Guybrush Threepwood.
This is either the same voice actress or a very similar voice to her voice
Swordmaster.
in The Secret of Monkey Island Special Edition.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
Let me show you what a hack looks like.
Pretty good, Guybrush. Right on point.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
How's the governorship treating you?
It's not as straightforward as I'd hoped. For some reason, you can't just tell everyone what to do and assume they'll do it. That's new territory for me.
Not for me. Maybe I should be governor.
I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Elaine said that program is being hampered by Captain Madison.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
So far, Madison is a problem for me and Elaine and Carla. What a nice lady.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
I'll be needing a crew. You interested?
Ha! I'd rather swallow a live badger than crew with you again. No offense intended.
So, unlikely but still possible?
No. You want a crew, go down to the docks and hire one.
Is there a government program that funds expeditions to find secrets of Monkey Island?
Oh, gosh. You're too late for that one. We canceled it last year and diverted the funds to build a habitat for the rare Caribbean whining leech.
Darn.
There's a ship at the docks that's headed for Monkey Island.
I think you're talking about LeChuck's ship.
Do you want to go to Monkey Island or don't you?
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey. I've always thought this looked... Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. Edgy. The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station. Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
The blurb says... Can I borrow a book?
Try it again.
You never brought back, you never even apologized.
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
Okay. We'll put a pin in that. Maybe we'll need to borrow a book. Maybe not.
I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it.
The endless tale of the voyage that would not end.
Does not include Secret of Monkey Island. Oh. It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty.
Voodoo tricks you
Warning,
can do at home.
do not try these tricks at home.
Oh. Ship-to-ship combat strategies by stupid Captain Madison.
It's thicker than I would have imagined.
John Laney.
Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed in this book. It's a lot of work being governor. I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
I'll take it. Don't know what we'll do with it, but now we've got it.
Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax regulatory policies helped make the island what it is today. I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood. Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
Guess we'll get out of here for now. I like this overworld map. Very cute. A lot like the classic one. We'll check out the shipyard.
Wow, it's worse than I imagined. It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships.
Not sure that was true, but it was the only place.
The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
Ah.
I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival. This used to be such a bright, cheery place. It's sad to see the shipyard like this. Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is LeChuck's. Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is LeChuck's. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. Oh, I remember the first time Stan tried to fleece me.
Yep.
It's a dried up old sea sponge.
I'll take it.
It's good for relieving stress.
Okay. Well, let's look at
It
the
always looks bigger on this side of the island.
Right. I don't know from what I've seen if anything is going to happen.
I remember when this place used to be wall to wall with sword training gyms. Now there's nothing but trees. Progress.
Dang it. Just a bunch of trees now. Yeah, I guess that's where we got our sword training initially in the first game.
This was where the fantastic Flying Fettuccine Brothers circus used to be. Nothing left but old tent pole holes. Wow, I could have had a totally different future if I'd stayed with them.
Oh, definitely. That's where they shot us out of a cannon. So, forest here.
Meat Hook's museum is gone. So is the cable to his island. It's just as well, given the worldwide rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle shortage.
Yeah. In the first game, there was a zip line here to get, I guess, to this other tiny little island to the right. We had to use a toy to get across. We'll surely get lost if we go this way. It's the usual, we're locked out of it until we do something.
Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. Museum of Pirate Lore. I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now.
Illegal.
Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn.
Yeah, this is where we did our sword trial after doing a little bit of grinding and coming to see Carla.
At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly.
That'll be somewhere to go. Later, sometime. Okay, what is there that we can do? Not much right this second. We've done everything at the governor's mansion.
I better get cracking if I want to get to the secret before that scheming blackguard.
Let's look at the to-do list. Get or find a ship. Everybody's saying just take LeChuck's. Let's go with LeChuck and we'll get to Monkey Island. Seems like that is what we'll have to do. But I don't think it'll be as easy as walking up here.
How clever.
The ship.
Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short of swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Have you got anything more senior?
Well, I need a second mate, a bosun, a ship surgeon, and a gunner. Do you think you're qualified for any of those?
I could be second mate.
Do you honestly have any idea what a second mate does?
Goes to store openings and funerals and waits for the first mate to be incapacitated?
I thought so.
I'd make a great bosun.
Exactly what qualifications have you got for that?
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes. Okay, maybe 8.
Don't waste my time, okay?
How about ship surgeon?
I assume you have some kind of medical degree?
Is that a definite requirement?
Sorry.
I could be the gunner. Oh, I'd
Yeah.
be great at that. Boom, boom.
You look a little scrawny. What do you bench?
Bench? No problem. I sat on one for 12 hours once. I can take it.
I have a lot to do
Okay.
today.
12 hours of sitting there. I mean, that it would be tough.
Maybe Swabby's not so bad after all.
The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Andrew LeChuck. No relation.
What a coincidence. LeChuck gave me a blacklist and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist. I'm sorry. Can't
Nope.
hire you. You're obviously Guybrush Threepwood.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop.
Definitely need a mop. Well, what should we do now? Getting a cutscene is always a good sign. It means maybe something has changed.
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
There we go. So the midnight luncheon should be over now. So we did trigger an advance in time. That's nice. So, of course, sounds like Wally left as soon as he could. So we can go see him.
Wally?
Well, 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 look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned, and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
Yeah.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
Shoot.
Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
Good for him.
I'm looking for a mop.
This is maps and more, not mops and more.
Well, I was hoping the and more might include mops.
Well, it doesn't. Try asking the cook over at the bar where he got his.
It's a good idea.
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all. A little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was. It's great to see you landed on your feet after all these years.
Business has been booming with all these new dark magic pirates. Captain Madison has me on a lucrative retainer. She pays extra for a bunch of wacky symbols I just make up.
I'll let you get back to cartographing.
That's not a real word.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I didn't know you made globes, too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continents.
Yo, all the latest ones.
Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
I appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the block once or twice. I feel very strongly about that for some reason. They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Oh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps and more on the edge.
Thanks. Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
Now we got 2 monocles.
Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind. This map shows both sides of the globe.
It's twice the value.
Whew, looks chilly up there. It's a long, small map of somewhere far, far away.
Can't make out any detail on that.
What's this a map of?
The secret movements and activities of my competitors.
That sounds reasonable.
He's got them on lock, I guess.
This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island. It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. That looks like a treacherous voyage. It says, rating, Cursed Black Diamond. It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do that. The first rule of piracy is never buy a used treasure map.
Makes sense.
The first...
Slightly suspicious ladder to a window.
Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby.
Yeah.
Hey, Wally, what's in these boxes?
Maps.
Ooh, this one looks nice. How much is it?
Oh, that one? Too much.
I'll bet. Maze map.
Good old mazes. Can't get enough mazes.
Solid gold compass roads.
It looks expensive. And shiny. I like shiny.
Yeah. Patterned map.
Never seen one of those before.
A lot of fancy stuff. Very avant-garde mappage.
Somewhat understated and somewhat overpriced. I try to steer clear of sea monsters myself.
All sorts of stuff on that one. Alright. Get out of here for now. Now you know what we have? We have a monocle. We have 2 monocles. Question is, can we use one to see the number in the lock on Otis's jail cell?
The curtains are for sale too?
Everything goes. They'd make a great dress.
Hey, it looks like now we can look at stuff. Something in here has got to be worth getting.
It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair. I didn't know these were a voodoo thing.
They're not. But the tourists like them.
I'll take this disgusting shrunken head.
That's my last one. Quite the bargain.
Thanks.
An empty basket. I should have gotten here last month. Too bad it's empty. Keep up the good work, buddy. Not very practical. This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain magical disguises. But alas, they have all gone.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum. I'm sure the magic has worn off by now, but I believe I could restore its abilities.
That's some interesting info.
What's this thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will do, give the forgiveness frog. It's like a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It works. Trust me.
I'll take this forgiveness frog.
It can help someone forgive even very old transgressions.
Okay, I wonder... Now, in my previous attempt at this playthrough, I got this frog, but I didn't figure out what it was for yet. So, now I'm just thinking, can we give it to Carla? Since whatever we say about not returning that book isn't good enough.
Pointy.
It is a non-magical ceremonial knife. Very sharp indeed.
Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice. I will need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless artifacts.
No problem.
Threatening,
Okay.
frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring yourself or another person are likewise considered outside the scope of acceptable use.
Oh, okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates these terms and will invalidate the warranty. Whittling, scrimshaw, mumbledy-peg, juggling, and any tricks involving stacking or balancing the product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted by unlicensed persons.
Uh-huh.
Use with breads, spreads, bedspreads, or thread may damage the product. If damaged, the product should not be used. Product is sharp and should not be carried in a pocket, coat, belt, hatband, handbag, shoulder holster, or sheath. At all times, keep the product away from children, pets, the aged or infirm, clowns, pirates, and adults. Where possible, it should be locked securely
Everybody.
in a vault. The manufacturer accepts no responsibility for the consequences of any use or misuse of this product. By verbally assenting to these terms, Purchaser hereby assumes all liability, past, present, and future, throughout this and all possible and impossible universes.
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue.
Guess we just won't know.
Next time I'm in a drum circle, this would come in handy. Everything's spilled out of it in a puddle. Not for me. Looks like it's been there forever. A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game. It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me for safekeeping.
Scrollwork is nice, but there are no numbers here.
Okay. I happen to know that we're not going to find any numbers in the other 4 locks either. We'll get out of there for now. We'll do a little save. And now we'll see Otis. Oh.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done! Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed! Wait! Let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
Alright. So we'll probably need a disguise like we've heard about already.
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid!
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hi there. Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Ooh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid! Jail is like a bad breakfast. Small, greasy, and hard to swallow. You do it! I am shaking from excitement! And from too much gruel and not enough grog.
Alright.
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away.
Stan said he didn't want to be broken out, so
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case.
guess we're out of here. So, I do want to go try my frog on Carla. I'm gonna be very excited if it works.
Here.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
That is complete nonsense. And yet, I am going to forgive you for losing my book. I can't even explain why. I just have this sudden, inexplicable urge to forgive. You'd better not be up to something.
Just don't lose the frog, okay?
No, I'll keep it with me always.
Okay, well, hey, I figured that one out. Alright, so let's save again. John Laney. Treasure maps. At the end of the plank. Is that Locke's mom's book?
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hi there. At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Okay. There's gotta be a reason that the book is in two different places, right? Maybe we could have a better connection with her.
Can I borrow this book?
All right. I was upset after you lost the last one, but you seemed genuinely sorry, so I guess I'll give you another chance.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this.
Hey. Yeah, let me see.
The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station.
Yeah. Well, what can I do with it? The ingredients. What is it?
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks...
Okay. Ingredients. Cookbook. Autobiography of John Laney.
Can I borrow this book?
One book at a time. I only trust you so far.
Yeah. I'm not sure what book I'll really end up needing. But this one does have a different color, so we'll see.
Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed in this book.
Yeah. Alright, so we won't worry about that right now. But hey, we got Locke's mom's book. What else was there? There's that museum. Yeah.
Hi there. Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
Alright. I think he's wearing the shirt we get from the treasure challenge in the first game. Storeroom.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
Oh, wow. Francis Drake. That's pretty funny.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here, on Melee.
Yeah, we know that. What about the coffin?
That's a nice coffin.
The one with the ore. Yeah, the coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town. But I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab Island.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous Peg Leg Patty. She used to hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, that's the reason she's no longer with us.
Sorry, Patty.
What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot.
A lot of memorabilia. Maybe if I ask again, he'll remember what it said.
Actually, I think I'd rather not hear about that again.
Ah. Okay. Yeah, this is the poster we made.
What's the story with the wanted poster?
We
That is
made
the
a change
earliest
to
known
it.
wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy #1 on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important. What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the Melee jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you a fact to deal with in a minute.
That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
You should think about hiring a research assistant.
Oh, I did. Unpaid, of course. Intern.
Why do you have this big gear?
It's from the Melee Clock Tower, stolen during a pirate raid nearly 75 years ago. It was recently found at an inn on St. Martin, where it was being used to mill corn. I traded some old furniture for it that we had in the back room.
Has anyone thought about putting it back in the clock?
Nah. If the clock started working, it would only confuse people.
Yeah, the not working clock is a staple at this point, I suppose.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh yeah, that's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures, but somehow I'm not even mentioned in your stories.
That's what's so great about this museum. Everyone makes their own connections with the exhibits, and it's highly personal and different for everyone.
That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
That's okay. You don't need to say anything. Just listen to what the exhibits tell you.
Fine. It's locked. There's tiny writing. New serial numberless lock.
Guess we're stuck here.
Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
I've got 2 monocles. Can I combine them?
If 1 monocle is good, 2 is better.
Yeah.
This was a good idea. They magnify stuff even better since I stuck them together. Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down.
All right. Now, same drill. We gotta go get the key.
Hi there.
Hi.
Oh.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This'll be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps.
Alright, what happens if I owe her nothing? Okay. Alright. Oh, don't know what we're gonna do with the book just yet still. But we should be able to open the display case. All right. Unlock the case.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock.
Shoot.
Looking good. That's folded perfectly.
Alright, so
That'll
that's
do,
what
Parrot.
happens with the parrot.
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.
Okay. Good thing about these games is that
Welcome back.
you basically never
I checked
have
the
a
display
fail
case
state.
and it seems fine. so we're open for business again.
You can always try things again, or whatever. Of course, we have these crackers.
I've got enough to last me.
That's for me.
What do you expect me to do, Elaine? Issue a proclamation?
Of course not, Carla. We'll need to generate public support. I'm working on that.
People around here don't like any kind of restrictions, even if it's for their own good.
But we can put a requirement on ships traveling to the north. There's already a customs check, so the infrastructure is all in place.
But it's a start. Scurvy's a big problem. Let's do all we can.
Agreed.
I've come a long way. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Coffee?
My brilliant deduction is that the museum is closed. The light's off. Looks like they're closed.
Yep. Man, somebody robbed them. How unfortunate. Let's look at the forest. Don't have a reason to be here, but we're gonna take a look.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Alright, so we will need a map. But we haven't really figured out a reason to be there yet, anyway. Of course, now we've got that magic eye patch, right? Voodoo Lady said we probably need to recharge it. Right,
Classic and
maybe
subtle,
out of its
like me.
magic juice. Classic and subtle, like him.
Threepwood, are you trying to fool me by wearing an eye patch? That is the worst disguise I've ever seen.
No, of course not. Just having a little eye trouble. Blepharospasm.
Oh, try some cashews. You might be short on magnesium. Or wits.
Darn, I thought this thing was supposed to be magic. I must have forgotten something.
Yeah.
I better take off this eye patch first.
Okay. So we know Voodoo Lady.
Watch it.
Oh. Somebody tossing a bottle out the window. We know Voodoo Lady is going to be the one we need to see about this. So that's where we will go when we come back. I think that'll do it for episode 2 of Return to Monkey Island. Thank you for being here. I can't wait to see you in the next one. I just super enjoy playing this game. It continues to feel like a warm hug, and the puzzles aren't too difficult yet. We'll see how far we can get without using our hint book. So, thank you for being here. See you in the next one. And then we'll see about using our eye patch. However, we also still need a mop. So we'll see about the eye patch and the mop. And we need to talk to the Scumbar cook about the mop. So maybe we'll walk in here and be ready for that. So we'll save here. And that'll do it. Thanks for being here yet again. And I'll see you in the next one.
Ah,